the turnaround like as far as you as preparation and getting ready for game one?
Well, I knew that we were, it was likely we were going to play on Sunday regardless if we lost or won. So, we knew that there would probably be a quick turnaround, or at least there was a higher likelihood of a quick turnaround than not. So, we have a staff full of people that some are working on the current opponent, some are working on the next, and they've done a great job of bringing the rest of us up to speed ASAP. And, when you play 82 games and they're all back-to-back or one day apart or whatever, you get used to preparing, for the next one quickly.
Coach, what is that process of them bringing you up to speed? What do you guys?
It's a lot of layers. I watched 2 or 3 Washington Atlanta games as well. So, I just think you kind of, in any of your downtime as you're in this, you just try to think about, what possibly could happen so that you're as prepared as you can be. And so, Washington's playing really well. They played great last night. And, we know they're a handful. They're a good team.
And how do you plan to prepare the guys for tomorrow over this course of less than 24 hours?
You're not gonna be able to go into, an NFL weeks of prep, right? You're just doing, you're doing what you think are the most important things. We started the last series with 4 keys to the series. We start this one in the same vein with what's the most important things. Try to keep the main thing, and tweak as we must to do well in those areas. Obviously rebounding was #1 against the Bulls. We didn't do it so hot, but we got better as the series went on, and some of the coverages and those type of things probably helped us do that. So tomorrow is about playing with a clear mind and going out and playing hard, and with 2 or 3 things to think about, not 15.
Brad, when Wall is shot well, they beat you guys, and then has it, you guys are beating them. How important is it not only run your offense, but when it gets going offensively? How big is part of the...
Yeah, and I think at any time you judge teams by wins and losses, you find out there's discrepancies like that. But especially in the small samples, he's a great player, and he can affect a game in a positive way without making shots. But when he's shooting it really well, he's just a really tough guard. His ability to shoot behind the screen has improved over the years. He's been good off the, the 3-point line at 33%, 34% this year. And in transition, he is a nightmare. He's as good as he gets in transition. And so you got to do a great job of setting your defense early. And then, like we've talked about with Jimmy Butler, with Wall and Beal, you're not going to stop those guys. You just got to do your best to make everything as difficult as possible, and that's easier said than done.
Do you anticipate any lineup changes?
I don't know. So, I don't know if I anticipate any lineup changes.
Brad, did you think about going to the funeral? And
yeah. Obviously that was, if we would have played Tuesday, I was gone. But with this turnaround, Danny went, Jerome Allen went out there, and we all sent our best. And, it's hard to think about how he feels right now.
When do you think he comes back? Do you know maybe he'll land back?
Oh, I don't know. His plan is to come back today. So, but like I said last night, if he comes too much and he needs to stay, whatever he needs.
Considering the history between these 2 teams, what do you tell your team about discipline and just not getting caught up in other stuff?
Yeah, if we don't play well, we won't win. So whatever distracts from playing well is not worth it.
What were you able to do with them today, or what's the plan for today, for limited time before the next game?
We did a pretty decent film session that, highlighted some of the things we think are most important. We did some walkthrough on offense and defense, and then we got the heck out of here. So we'll meet again tomorrow morning before the game. And the nice part about the way that we've done shoot-arounds all year is that we're used to meeting before the game like this, regardless if it's a 1 o'clock or an 8 o'clock at night game. So, we'll get a good, solid 30-minute walkthrough shoot-around tomorrow morning.
lessons you can learn from a series that you just came off of you could take in as a team into a series like this?
Well, I think I said this last night. Those first couple of days were really hard. Obviously, I thought the Bulls played great, but there were a lot of, it was really tough. I thought our guys were tremendous in how they supported one another, how they stayed accountable through those first couple of tough games, the way we worked leading up to Game 3 with kind of a pride, a chip on your shoulder, and a belief that we could still do this thing. And I don't know that I've ever been part of a series that flipped, or anything that's flipped like that, where you feel, where a team has really played well against you, and you just kind of find something that works, and it works for 4 straight games pretty well. So we were fortunate, and but I thought we created a sense of belief that no matter the odds, we're going to tackle it.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.